Don't want to be any further away than what we are at the moment. Yep, just a small trailer size space, that's it. But yeah, no more than 4 meters away. Remember, looking right, looking left before we cross through the lights, okay? And we're just going to do a lane change back to our left-hand lane. Again, with your lane changes, you've got to indicate first for a few seconds, then check your mirrors, then look over your shoulder, then move. You just looked over your shoulder, then you indicated and moved over. Alright, he's going to take our next left-hand turn. So we had the bike lane there, we should have shoulder checked before turning. Yeah, indicator off, good. And then we're going to take the next right-hand turn. Oh, this is everybody's favourite road. And then pulling over on the side of the road. So yeah, when you're doing your lane changes, just remember the sequence. It's pretty much indicate, mirror, shoulder check. So the shoulder check is always the last part of any sequence that we do or any action that we're about to do. Because it's that last little check to make sure that wherever we're moving towards, it's safe to actually do so. So the indicator though, that's what the assessors are looking for, is sufficient indication, because you want to be letting people know around you what's going on. And if you just let it flash a couple of times and then suddenly veer over, somebody wouldn't really know what's going on. Cool, so when you're ready, we're going to do some U-turns. Okay, so Figaro's, just in between the street light and my bike, okay? When you're ready. Looking up. Yep, too quick there. If we're leaning into the turn, we're going too quick. We only want to use the handlebars to turn the bike at low speed. So just in between my bike and the street light, okay? Try not to go past either of them. Make sure we exaggerate that shoulder check if we can. So shoulder check, mirror, shoulder check, turn. Mirror, shoulder check, turn. Excellent. One more turn, then pulling over. When we pull over, indicator on, checking our spacing from the curb. Excellent. But keep your right foot up if you can. Okay, the only time we want to put our right foot down is when we're getting back into first gear after a quick stop, or putting the side stand down. Alright, happy with those? Yeah, just got to remember to look up, that's it. Yeah, once you look up, then you start getting your turns done really well, so it's good. But yeah, be careful that you're not going too quick, that you start leaning into the turns. Always keep that speed down, always keep your speed consistent. Alright, we're going to do some quick stops now, okay? So remember, keep that bike 1 or 2 lines just below the actual speed limit, and nice smooth braking when you see the hand come up, okay? So we've been doing these at 50, yeah? Yeah, 40 and 50? Yeah, so today we'll just start off at 50 straight away, but remember, keep it a couple of Ks under because that speedo is out on that bike by a couple of Ks. So keep it 2 lines below the 50 at least, if you can, and then just be cruising along, and then remember squeezing that front brake, bring in the clutch, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze more and more as you're coming to a stop. Remember, don't be grabby, don't be too aggressive with it too soon, just be smooth, gradual all the way through. Take it easy on the first one. I'm not expecting you to stop in a short distance, but yeah, take it easy, just to get a feel for the brakes, okay? Alright, so when you're ready, mirror, indicate, look over our shoulder, and off we go. indicator off. And then when you come down, just come down in your right-hand wheel track, okay, because of the truck that's there. Try to be up at speed and cruising along by the time you reach the front end of that truck. So get up to speed as quickly as you can, back off and cruise as early as you can. Now cruising and braking. Good stop. How fast were we going? Excellent. Nothing wrong with that whatsoever. Did well. Give me another one just like that and we'll get back on the road. Yep, back into first gear. Mirror, indicate, look over your shoulder. And then off we go. Keep those revs up. So you can't keep your revs up if you've got your fingers hovering over that front brake. So keep your hand on the throttle when you're doing the U-turns, okay? Don't need that front brake when we've already got our foot on the rear. A little bit quick there. Getting up to speed. Backing off and cruising as early as possible. Alright, just over, yeah, a bit longer, over by about half a bike length that time, okay? So yeah, just be cruising, come down the same speed every single time just so it doesn't feel any different, and try to brake the same way every time. Yeah, that's why we want to rev out those gears as much as possible, because being a bigger bloke on a smaller size bike, it is harder for the bike to accelerate. Trust me, I know. I can still get that bike up though to 50 by the time I reach that second street light behind us where the truck is. So you just got to rev out those gears, unfortunately. So yeah. Alright, we'll give it one more go, okay? But yeah, back off and cruise as early as possible to allow that suspension to settle. There we go, getting up to speed as quickly as we can. That's a good stop, but that's you pulling, not squeezing. Especially if I can hear the revs stay on, then you can still be squeezing with the throttle still not rolling forward, but if I hear the revs suddenly go up, then I know you're pulling on that brake lever. Yeah, yeah. That's all right. You've got pretty big hands, so your fingers will already be in pretty much the position you need. So you don't necessarily have to roll your hand forward as much, but as long as you're closing off that throttle, okay? Good stop. You stopped just on the 12 meter mark that time. But yeah, if that was your test, that'd probably make you go up and do another one anyway, just to see if you can come to a stop without the revs and all that being up and stuff, okay? But beyond that, I mean, yeah, it was still a all right stop. So we'll go up one more time, we'll do it again. I'm happy as long as you're in the braking distance. But it's not the be all and end all, okay? So if things are going wrong, don't just suddenly try to brake quicker. No, it's no fun. Excellent turn.